Here we go. Now that my mouth is recovered, I can actually make another video about what happened. Okay. So, I went in there and they gave me a shot. Said it wasn't going to hurt. Even Chelsea said it wasn't going to hurt. And you know what? It did hurt. And it made me yelp. Okay. And I grabbed a hold of the chair. You know, what I usually do is I try to go to a happy place. That's what I try to do. I try to leave my body and go to a happy place. And usually this works. But it did not work. Okay. So it hurt. And yes, then it numbed up. He wanted my front lip to be numb. And it didn't. So they had to give me another shot. Waited so long, I don't know how long. And it still didn't numb it. Okay, my mouth was more numb. Half of my tongue was numb. But my front lip, supposedly that's connected to the nerve that they want to make sure that's dead. Okay. God. All right, so then they had to give me another shot. This one finally did it. Once he told me that that was connected, the front of your lip to it, I was like getting nervous, like, oh my God, let's make sure this lip is numb, so I'm not going to feel this. And I knew already that chances are I wasn't going to feel anything in the tooth. It's the bone, the jawbone. That's what I worry about hurting. Okay? So then I was correct. They were going to have to cut it in half. But what I found out was this, though, okay? Halfway through it, it dawned on me. The whole time, I'm worried about them cutting it in half with a little saw, like a little circular saw. No, because this clinic is like for low families and poor people or whatever, and it's only $50-something for a tooth, you're going to get that kind of service. You know what I mean? So if you go to a more expensive place, then you're going to get better service like gas and Valium and all this. But no, here, they don't even have the little saw. They have a hammer and a piece of whatever, a metal rod. Okay? I keep getting flashbacks. I hope to God this goes away. Okay. So anyway, he's pulling on it first, and it's not doing anything. And I could feel that pressure building up. Kept trying to go to a happy place. Fuck the happy place. There was no happy place. I was in Hellville, okay? This was terrible. Okay? I am not kidding you. So, he's also sitting there patting me on my chest really hard. I found out afterwards that Chelsea saw a woman. I saw a man. So this explains why he's so damn aggressive. But he's going like, you'll be okay. And pat me in different places. Like, what the hell's going on here? So anyway, he's moving it again. He couldn't do it. That's when he asked for the hammer. I'm going, oh my fucking God. Are you kidding me? In my head. I didn't say it. Are you kidding me? You're going to use a hammer in my mouth? And I knew that they do that, but I've never had that ever done. And believe me, you don't want it to be done. You don't want to be awake when this is happening because your whole head moves and jerks. She put her hand underneath there to support it. And when he was pulling all that, they kept wanting me to move my head up. But as pressure was pushing my head down. Okay, so he's whacking on that thing, okay? Then he pulls again with a pair of pliers. Doesn't work again. Whacks it on again. Whacks it on again. Okay. So then nothing happened again. He's pulling out with the pliers again. It didn't work. So then he used the hammer again. And that's when it fucking snapped. I mean, it just like, it broke. Okay? I was crying. Okay? Screw all that being brave shit. It was hurting. Okay? My jaw was hurting. This was a fucking nightmare that I didn't want to be awake. If this shit happened while I was out on this other one, it's fun and great and dandy. I didn't know. I don't know anything about it. But in this case, I was awake for the whole damn thing, and I could see. I had my eyes closed, thank God. I opened it for a minute to see the hammer and stuff, and then I closed my eyes again because I didn't want to see anything. Okay? So anyway, it snapped. And he goes, then the rip broke. At first, he said, I don't think it's going to break. Then after it broke, we knew that would happen. So don't worry, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. So anyway, they finally got it out. I have no idea how long the whole thing took. maybe 45 minutes. It was terrible, guys. And then on top of that, I asked for some pain pills. Chelsea got pain pills, when she went just a couple months ago, and I saw him look at her and then say he could just tell him, and I'm in the room, he's right next to me. Tell him he could take ibuprofen or something else. I don't know what else it was. And I'm going like, oh, you fucking asshole. So anyway, I got my tooth. It's up here. I keep my teeth. It's right here. It's inside this little bag. I've got like 5 of them. Some of them were shattered, so there's no reason to keep it. But it's in 2 halves. I just keep them. But anyway, it was a nightmare. Okay, I paid my money and then I got the fuck out of there. And I couldn't speak, so I was writing everything to Chelsea. I was telling her like, fuck them. And she kept saying like, "What? Fuck you?" I'm going, "No, them." It was an awful experience. I'll never go back to Marion Clinic. Their bedside manner is terrible. Awful place. You know what I mean? Just forget it. Oh, I tried to cancel that morning too. And they pressured me into going, to keep going. So I wish I just let it go and went to somewhere else. I will do that. I'll pay the $600 to $700. I'm not going to go to this place ever again. All right? You guys have a good one. Take care, and God bless.